Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. I cannot believe it was this fast. I mean, this game has been out, I think, 2 weeks, and already Wave 2 of the expansion pass has been blocked. That is awesome. So let's familiarize ourselves with this. 3 new emblems, Hector, Soren, and Camilla, have been added. That's what I'm going to focus on for today's episode. Expansion Pass Bonus 2 has been added. Receive some materials, weapons, and skill books. New accessories have been added to the boutique, so I'll need to buy those. Most importantly, we're going to get bunny ears. As for free updates, recreation spots have been added to the Somniel. Use them to increase support points among allies. Okay, I like that. Looks like that's all we've got today. I'm going to do one of those recreation spots, just one, before I go into the next bit of things here. Let's see, how do I... whatever. Well, no, I didn't want to hit rankings. I'm going to try to get through all 3 of the new DLC emblems today. So this episode may run a little long. But I think I need to do it. I just got done watching some reactions to the Nintendo Direct that dropped today. Yep, that is some really good material right there. Holy crap. So the stable, the orchard, and the pool are all new things that I can do. So we're going to check out the pool, obviously. After I put bunny ears onto Alir.
Welcome.
This is extremely important. There. Alright, now all is right with the world. This was probably the best Nintendo Direct I've seen in maybe a year or 2. This video will come out in, what, a week? They're still going to be talking about this Direct in a week when this thing drops. Holy crap. Alright, you can now use Recreation. You can select 2 allies on the Somniel to spend some time relaxing at various locations. Support points between the allies you select may increase as they spend time together. You can do this once each at the pool, orchard, and stable between battles. Okay, good. So we have a reliable way to build support between folks now. Actually, you know what? How about Fagato? He seems like a nice, how about Fagato and Saline? You know, he's been trying real hard to, you know, engage with Saline. She's been somewhat less receptive. I refuse to believe she can swim with her hair like that. There, see? Now they like each other a little more. Is that Hortensia in the back in a swimsuit? Really, Hortensia? Okay, that's kind of adorable. Nope, don't. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by all the cool stuff in this game. I am here to unlock more emblems. To make my army even stronger. Divine Paralog, Magma Cavern, duration 25 turns. Interesting. So what do you mean by that, duration 25 turns? It didn't have a recommended level. Am I trying to escape in 25 turns, or am I trying to defend for 25 turns?
This place is sweltering. Are you sure there's an emblem bracelet here?
Yes, I found it. This is the bracelet of the strategist.
That's a relief. Thank you, Tiki. I'll summon the emblem right away. Advise us, Emblem of Acumen!
I don't know who that is. Ooh, Soren! And that's all I know. I literally only know your name.
So, it's finally happened. I can't say I've been looking forward to this.
Hi there. Thanks for answering our summons. I'm the Divine Dragon.
An interesting first line.
I am Soren. I suppose you're here to ask for my aid. I would prefer it if you'd bother someone else.
Okay.
What?
I mean, we can leave.
There is only one person who commands my loyalty. You are not him.
Please, don't say that. We need your help.
Yet you seem reluctant to force me to give it. That seems to be your only available course of action if you really are so desperate.
That's a fair point. But I'd really rather come to an agreement.
Very well. Prove you're strong enough to be worth my time, and I'll consider it.
Really? You will?
You don't seem the type to take no for an answer, so it appears I have little choice.
Sorry, I'm just
So,
opening my
I'm
little
very
candies
glad.
here.
Thank you, Emblem Soren.
I only said I would consider it. Not exactly a paragon of listening skills, are you?
She really isn't. I would definitely say that Alir is not the most intellectual of Fire Emblem protagonists that we've had over the years. Just getting my candies, because I figure it's going to be at least a full 2 hours before I can stop this recording session. Alright. So, what is my circumstance? I'm up here. We've got 2 areas of chests. We've got magma craters, but no real information on how they might interfere with movement or anything. We've got level 11 advanced classes. And then at the far end, we have Soren. He's got a range 3 to 10 thunder magic. When using tomes, unit inflicts defense -3 with fire, hit -20 with fire, or move -2 with wind magic for 1 turn. Interesting. When deals effective damage, +7. While attacking a broken foe with a tome, grants a chance the foe will remain broken. Chance increases with high speed. Okay. When attacking or foes, accepts resist -20% on foe, and unit recovers 50% of damage dealt. Okay. Interesting. And then Cataclysm. Used to attack foes in an area with fire, thunder, and wind magic at 40% damage. Okay. So he can hit targets in the area around him. Ooh. That is a really powerful staff. Okay. And he's got a Rexcalibur. Okay. So I really do need to bring like my biggest and strongest units into this battle. I cannot screw around. I guess everyone looks good. Fagado. You can use Celica, actually.
Yes.
Actually, I wonder. No, I think Tiki is or Anna is going to go with Celica. And then Fagado can take Tiki. A Warp Ragnarok Anna, which lets her drop and still have a range 1 and 2 weapon after landing, is huge. Okay.
Let us be done with this, then.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Volcanic bombs! Avoid any areas where it looks like they might fall.
Mm-hmm. Falling volcanic bombs deal damage on impact. They are guaranteed to fall wherever you see magma craters, so keep your allies off them. Units on craters will also take damage. Okay. Come to think of it, whatever. I can worry about the supports later. They're running a lot of generals, I notice. Rather limited on their movement options, actually.
Ready and able.
A strange choice. I guess we're best off splitting 1/3 north and 2/3 south.
Where to?
Let's get him, Hortensia. Good.
How mysterious.
With elegance.
I will do what I must.
Me, right? Here goes.
We'll send a Lear
You got it.
north.
Gotcha. Understood.
Yeah, I think 5
Nice.
that direction,
I'll do my best.
and then 7 south will be sufficient. Nice water. Don't have my tea tonight. No. I am not letting you escape with a bunch of my damn money. Okay. So, mostly I want to try and keep them stuck on lava bombs. If I can make them fight on the magma craters, then they're gonna have a bad time.
This smoke is obscuring our view. We should advance carefully.
Is it? Terrain engulfed by smoke will reduce units' avoid race, defense, and resistance. Oh, God. Okay. So it's also actually adding a new terrain effect in the middle of the battle. That could be problematic. We can fire you here and stop the thief from escaping with my money. Good. So no one else in this line has a healing, right? Okay. We got a lot of units moving north. Hortensia has insane resistance, but definitely not as good with her defense. Still, it's not like her defense is bad. Oh no, that is way too many units to attack her. I think it's worth engaging. This one can probably hit me the hardest physically. Good. So, physical attack 27, 39. Okay. I think it's time for the Sigurd. Tyrfing kills without any damage back. And then Sigurd can move to avoid reprisal. Fagado, Jean, Saline, Panic, move up. Good. Good. Okay, a break on a unit you're not even going to attack. That sounds smart. That hurt like hell, you little bastard! What the hell? Okay. Well, I'm absolutely going to have to heal Etier over this one. Do you have longbow? You do not. Okay. Then how about Marin? Marin can take out... most of your health. Alir's better to go for the break. Yeah. No, that doesn't break.
Can't joke with
Do I seriously just have to do this with freaking Etier? I really want Alir to start getting kills off so she can start leveling again. And it's proving to be extremely difficult. 27 back at a 22% chance. I can afford that risk. Alright, Ivy has to heal. My sweet Etier. The others can move past, so... That puts me in a range of 1. That puts me in range of 1. Perfectly acceptable. Sigurd... Oh my god. That is so many threats. Okay. I think this is a perfect spot. Clan gets the kill. And then can retreat to the safer spot. Pam... gets the break on this fabrication. Hortensia... is still better suited to take out this one. Okay. Oh no! I forgot to put any equipment on Fagado. Well, since you're useless unless you're Tiki, we may as well just turn you into Tiki. Fair enough. Jean. You can wait here. Saline, finish off that one. Good. And then Seadoll. Let's get Saline going again. Saline goes again. That doesn't do much. I think the best I can do is just move her here. Alright, let's keep that level rolling. Okay, one break on Tiki. That hurt like hell. That also really hurt. Okay. Alright, Fagado's down. Honestly, not much of a concern since I forgot to put any equipment on Fagado. Okay. Clan. Can move in. No, that really doesn't do much. That doesn't do much either. I think it's time to engage. We can use a flame gambit. Okay. We can heal. Erica and Hortensia can at least get a rather significant amount of damage down on that rider. Saline can finish it off. We can dance to get Hortensia off the fire. I gotta take this guy down. Even if I risk a massive counterattack. Okay, we're safe. That's good, because now Sigurd... No, Sigurd still doesn't pull off much here. I think Sigurd just needs to go north. I don't think Etienne... Oh no, Etienne can completely cross the fire. You know what? Hell yeah! Go, Anna! Your first Warp Ragnarok. Damage for you. Damage for you. Okay. Don't pick on Jean. For one thing, he'll kill you. Okay. Good work, Etienne. Ivy. Ivy takes out the Great Knight. Marin... Marin, I don't want to move in. Okay. I'm safe here. Seraphim doesn't kill that one, but does kill that one. Radiant Bow kills them both. Okay. Hortensia kills this general. Good. You, my slippery friend, are a serious pain in the ass. Yeah, how about you, Clam? Go for the Rider's Bane. That kills. Minimal risk of damage in return. Move 2 spaces. Alright.
Fine by me.
Does this kill? This kills. Good. So, which of you is lower level? Saline, I guess. Really? You actually survived that with 11 health left? I'm impressed. But not impressed enough to not immediately murder you. Seedle, no, we don't need you to engage yet. Okay. We're getting closer to our objective. They have a lot less options for healing now. Alright, Etier... Alright, I think... Yeah, I think we'll go with Jean here to take out this one. Good. That leaves Anna able to get a lot closer. Clan can move here.
Of course.
Panette clears the lava. Alir clears the lava. What are you two running? You're both running silver axes. Okay. Sure, I'll take the hit. Okay. And... I guess we can move Panette in a little closer. Hortensia also still has a move, which will kill this fabrication. Good. Excellent. Alright. Alright, bad guys, what are you gonna do now? Cut. There's a lot more of this smoke on the ground now. Okay. I am going to immediately dance on Etier. I'm going to let Etier get close enough to drop an Astra Storm with the Mulagir to take out the first life of Soren. Good. So, Seadoll is there. So... I want to move Alir... Okay. Anna's gonna move here to soak up the emblem energy. Hortensia's gonna... I just parked her on a crater. My mistake. Okay. Just gonna drop a quick heal. Alright. So I imagine this is going to cause Soren to move out. Yup, Soren is active. Are the rest of Soren's units also going to begin movement? Okay. I can engage with Ike. No, that's not worth it. We're just gonna go for a silver sword. My defenses are high enough that you can't kill me back.
I'm pretty tough, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm mad.
What we're going to do is move in with Hortensia. We're going to mend Anna.
Time to open up shop.
We are moving in and engaging Anna. And going in with a Warp Ragnarok. Going in with a Warp Ragnarok here. No, that's not really helpful at this point. Okay, then we're just going to engage and equip the Seraphim. Okay. Alright, I have a plan. So what I'm going to do is drop Marin here. And we're going to Silver Axe this one. Okay. Panette, we're going to move over here. And we're going to Silver Axe this one. That is fine. Literally does not matter if I'm taking damage from this right now. At TA, we're going to drop here and finish this guy off with the longbow. Okay. We're going to drop a Fracture Staff on this enemy. Going to move in Sea-Doll. And we're going to dance Sea-Doll on Jean. Jean is then going to move to this spot. Ivy is now going to move to the center of all these 4 units and Goddess Dance on all of them. That is 4 units whose actions have now been reactivated. Ivy hits level 20 with her Lindworm. She'll take 20 damage next turn, but that is absolutely survivable. Clan and Sigurd. We're just gonna move him over here to gather up some emblem energy.
I will not lose.
Pam. Pan is going to move down here, put on her Silver Axe, and wait. Marin is going to move over here. That doesn't kill. The Rapier comes close to killing, but more importantly, it blocks their movement options. Etier can move over here and drop a longbow on that target. Alright. Sea-Doll can now move here where no one can reach him next turn. And we're going to wait until next turn. And then we will great sacrifice when the time is right. Saline can move in and finish off this one. Excellent. Ivy is the only one of my units standing on Magma. Alright. Panette might not survive this turn. Alright, Etier takes out 1 target. Etier can't respond to that target. Okay. Etier might be screwed here. Or, not Etier, Panette. No, he's not moving again. Why are you still not moving? Okay, well, fine. The Moolah gear. Let's hit you for 73 damage on just my first attack. Clan, get down there. Anna kills that target with Seraphim. Good. Hortensia kills this target with Wind. Good. Marin can't quite get down yet. Alir, move up. Saline, move up.
To the death.
Ivy, move up. Jean, move up.
Ow.
That leaves Panette. Panette erases his second life bar right here. Alright, that leaves one more life crystal for Soren. And it's time for Sivo to get some experience with Grand Sacrifice. And every single member of my army is fully healed. That's a good level up. Alright. They might be able to take out Panette or Anna. I genuinely do not think they can take out Panette and Anna. Yep. Panette's not gonna make it. Are you serious?
I'm starting to feel it.
Okay. Sigurd, you're up. Why don't you go straight through the enemies? Yep, that looks about right. Wait right there. Both of my heroes are still alive, so... let's just end this right now! And that is Soren defeated. And the first of the Wave 2 DLC emblems is now mine once more. Join me, O great hero.
That's enough. Let's end it here. Don't look so nervous. You performed rather well.
Does that mean you'll join us?
I am willing, though I suspect my involvement might cause problems for you.
What makes you say that?
I sense you will find my advice difficult to follow. As an example, my mercenary group was tasked with sheltering the princess of a ruined country. At one point, we were surrounded by enemy soldiers looking to capture her. As the group's strategist, my advice to our commander was to surrender her immediately. My logic was that, as mercenaries, gold was our priority. We had no moral obligation to her.
That's a perfectly fair point.
Circumstances later changed, but I stand by the advice I gave at the time. I would give it again.
You're right to think I would disagree with that advice, but wrong to think I wouldn't value it. Difficult decisions need to be looked at from every angle. So I actually think it's a good thing that we have such different perspectives.
I could debate you on that point, but I don't see it getting us anywhere. Instead, let me give you this advice. Follow your own ideals.
What do you mean by that?
War is cruel. Wishful thinking won't bring you victory, but sticking to your convictions will. If war has taught me anything, it's that sheer determination can alter the course of history. So go on believing as you do. Continue forward in your own way. I will support that.
I understand.
I like
Thank you,
you,
Emblems.
Soren.
I know there will be hard choices ahead, I'll be counting on you to help me make them. In the meantime, it's great to have you with us.
That's fun.
Looks like you and I get to team up again. It's good to see you, Soren.
If I'd known you were here, I'd have joined right away. You should have said something sooner.
No
And
harm in
ruin
a bit
the
of extra
fun.
training.
May I ask you a favor?
Sure.
I'd like to resume my post. If you'll have me. My place is at your side.
I figured it was only a matter of time until you asked me that. Yeah, of course. I trust you more than anyone. You know that.
Thank you, Ike. Serving you gives me purpose.
You shall be a valuable contributor to my army. Emblem Soren specializes in offensive magic and manipulating the conditions of a battle. Sync Still assigns Decoy makes a designated ally more likely to be targeted by foes. Really? Engage weapon bolting strikes different foes with long-range thunder magic. Lowers resistance. And Cataclysm strikes an area with fire, thunder, and wind. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am curious what kind of skills might be gained from befriending our good new friend Soren.
Not bad.
Not bad. Your results here were satisfactory. I'm convinced we can help each other. I'm going to make a quick stop at the Somnial. Just to check out the other two kinds of recreation I unlocked. And also to check out what kind of skills we can get from bonding with Soren. Since God knows I have enough bond fragments at this point to basically put anyone to any bond level with any emblem that I so desire. Nope, can't get tired. I still have 2 more emblems to do after this, and they're not going to be any easier, I bet. I should also do the those quick bond conversations. And also, Ivy hit level 20 on her Lindworm. I should second seal her while I'm thinking about it. And back to the Lindworm. Start leveling again. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. Soren. Okay. Alright. Assign Decoy. So, that's actually a skill I can learn. Magic Resistance, Magic Guard. That Anima Focus ability, Keen Insight. Block Recovery. Keen Insight, Magic Guard. Okay. So, nothing that's really going to immediately be of significant benefit to my army, basically, is what I'm getting out of that. I miss when Tiki was a berserker. But if I can focus her on getting a lot of level ups in her magic, we might be able to turn her into an unstoppable juggernaut mage. Let her just like warp Ragnarok into a pile of enemies and have none of them able to touch her. Alright, so this is the Orchard Recreation, where we're going to send... I don't freaking know. Lapis. Lapis, you can go hang out with your darling Alchrist, okay? See, that's cute. Okay. And that just leaves the stables. Now, I did say when I started this that the first unit who really pissed me off failing me was going to be given horse manure. So far, no one's really failed me that much, to be honest. So, I guess I'll just give this job to folks that I think would actually appreciate the experience. Jean, I think, would very much appreciate the experience. I would assume that Clan is already... Well, Clan has an A. I would assume that Clan and Fram are both... Okay, Fram doesn't have a... Screw it, you're with Lyndon. Lyndon's gonna give you a lesson, and you're gonna get your lesson while taking care of the horsies. Aw, that's nice. Alright, because it's in such high demand by me. Let's see if we can't get a couple of our handsome men to hang out at the swimming pool together. Let's see. Oh, it actually saves the, Oh, you can activate anyone from anywhere. That's interesting. Well, Fagado is a very handsome man. And Seadoll is a... Nope. Someone you'll actually have support with. Rosado! There you go. I'm sure Fagado can appreciate hanging out with the beautiful Rosado. I have serious questions about how they're maintaining their hair like that. One last thing while I have it in my mind. I'm sitting on enough extra money now that I think it's just worth dropping a little bit on donations. Is there a level 5? There is a level 5. That is way too expensive to be worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Okay. Then let's go on to the next paralogue. Let's clear out those bond conversations. We've got Clan and Sigurd A rank.
I want to help the Divine Dragon, so I should be strong. How do I get strong, Lord Sigurd?
The knight's duty is to aid their people. That alone was the inspiration I needed to train daily. Yet it is not enough. Strength, compassion, must be a regular practice as well. Study the heart.
The heart? Huh. Okay. Thank you, Lord Sigurd. I'm going to think about this.
That's good advice. And Hortensia has a C rank with Irica.
I'm very grateful to your retainers for bringing me here.
I'm the one who should be grateful. It's a privilege to fight alongside you.
Oh, right. I have a correction from the last episode where I mentioned that one of the voices I thought was same voice as Shigure from Fruits Basket. I was wrong. It was in fact the voice of Kuderno from Fruits Basket. Alright, Berserker's Hollow and Underground Passage. Underground Passage sounds like fun. Let's do this one. The Doting Sister.
This place is rather dark. It's scary, isn't it?
You are
Even if
so
there is a bracelet
British.
here, it might be hard to find.
Wait, I think I see it over there. Yes, that's the bracelet of the Doting Sister.
All right.
What a
I'll summon the
strange
emblem.
title.
Soar high. Emblem of Revelation.
There's some folks who are really excited about this one. Whoa, okay. Step away, madam. Okay, she's got huge ara energy. And honestly, it's a little off-putting.
It feels like I've been asleep for ages. Thank you for waking me. I am Camilla, Princess of Nor.
Emblem Camilla, we've come to ask for your help. I'm the Divine Dragon.
I almost can't resist someone who asks for help so sincerely. Almost. I need to
Look
think
at
about it,
that armor.
which I promise to do, if you can prove your strength.
You plan to test me then?
What? Is battle not to your liking? Why, you're as gentle as Corin. Of course, it can be preferable to reach an agreement with words alone. But sometimes that isn't possible. Sometimes you have to fight, even if it's your own family you're fighting.
What do you mean by that?
My sister was torn between those she was raised with and those she was related to. Even while wrenched between Nor and Hoshido, she showed magnificent resolve. She fought for peace and forged her own path, even though others resented her. Is your resolve as strong as hers? I will not settle for anything less.
I mean, I think I'll do pretty
I'm not comparing
good.
myself to anyone, but I am determined. You're welcome to see for yourself.
Well then, I assume that means you accept my challenge?
I do.
No hesitation. I like that. Shall we begin?
Is anyone else concerned as to how apparently the emblems can just at will summon giant armies of fabrications? Why the hell are we putting them on the front lines? Like, alone. Seems like giant armies of fabrications would be able to fight a very effective war. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this map. Oof. Okay. Oof. This is gonna be tough. They've got a lot of flying units. So I'm going to have to go over, around, and then up. And there's probably going to be some other gimmick. So let's familiarize ourselves with Camilla. So she's got the Dragon Vein, so she can create a healing glow. After a unit acts or waits in flames, miasma, or similar terrain effect, unit clears the effect and recovers 10 HP. Okay. So, this emblem can actually be used to clear miasma. Boy, wouldn't that be nice! Detoxify cures poison. If it initiates combat and lands a critical, deals 10 damage to foe after combat. Soar. Grants movement +2. Unit can cross terrain as if flying? Holy crap, being able to give flying type movement but not flying weakness to a unit is insane. Dark Inferno. Used to deal damage to foes on certain spaces near unit and set those spaces on fire. Ooh, that is a really good selection. Okay, yeah, I think these really are the strongest units that I have. Anna's got the Warp Ragnarok. Clan has completely maxed their bond with Sigurd, so I may as well give them something else. Why don't you take Tiki? Okay. I think Jean will do better with Soren. Hortensia, I think I'm going to give you
I'm here for you.
And Etier, you've done very good with Len. But I'll give you Corin just for the flavor of the level. Okay. Let's optimize everything. Anna does not need the longbow as well. We can give that to Etier. Marin's got a range. Penette's got a range. Clan's got a range, but not a particularly good one, but that's okay because he has Tiki. Okay. I feel comfortable with this setup. Let's move in.
Shall we begin? Allow me to start by showing you the power of the Dragon Vein.
Yeah, go ahead and show off whatever kind of BS we're gonna have to deal with.
This new terrain will give our flying enemies the upper hand. We better be on our guard.
Yeah, I noticed that. Really not too concerned.
Where to?
Etier!
My turn.
No mistakes.
Ivy probably has the best luck. Okay, guy up there has a longbow, which I really don't want to be dealing with. No. Better off to get close and finish it with the silver lance. Nope, that's not gonna kill either. Okay. These guys are really tough. Okay. That doesn't take you out. This does, just barely. Okay. Seadoll can move to Hortensia. I have to be real careful about my flying units on this map. This kills the one with the longbow. Okay. So that leaves you in range from 3 units. Everyone else can just advance. Ah.
Here I go.
Right. Forgot they'd just up and do that. This actually doesn't expose them to too many units. Let's go, Anna. Start climbing up ahead.
Tis I.
Alright. So, let's see what happens with Anna up there. This should be interesting. That hurt like hell. Good. Hortensia is a tank. I'm not too worried about her ability to survive this. Anna's got really good stats. But we're triggering a lot of chain attacks up there. And unfortunately, those chain attacks hit like hell. Damn it. Okay. Okay. You're going for Hortensia too. But you can't kill her. Okay. At the least, I might be able to bait a lot of attacks up here.
All right.
The real problem is these chain attacks are just melting me. I wish to God I had put on Seraphim before I made that movement. That probably wasn't the best choice. Anna is not going to survive the next turn.
It's just a scratch.
Alright, Etier. Longbow that one down. Good. Alir. I think we're best with just a silver sword here. Good. This kills if it hits, which it did.
As your steward.
Fighting is so messy.
I think my best option... Alright, that puts me in range of these two, who are running Nova and L Surge. But Hortensia's resistance is so ridiculously high. Wait. Am I in range? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can I save Anna with an Astra Storm? That puts me in range of one archer. How hard can I hit the enemies up there? Not hard enough to actually kill them.
Sounds perfect.
That's unfortunate. Damn. That is really unfortunate. That's a really good power. Bolting only has a power of 40. So it's not the best. I think I just have to accept that Anna is not going to survive, and that I have no way of addressing that. It's that chain attack damage. It really is. Chain attack damage just melts through juggernauts. Ugh. Well, maybe I can move her here to at least bait the mages. They're not gonna do much against 47 resistance. Yeah, as I thought. No damage at all. Nova can't do anything either. $200 critical hits. Yep.
Why would you?
I'm sorry, Anna. It's okay. At least I've baited those units into being active. I really need to take down that archer, though. There we go. I didn't even notice that was a dragon. Ignores defense and resistance. So wherever I move, I need to be outside of the range of that attack. L Thunder can still wipe out these guys. And we still don't have any archers that are able to target down Ivy. Good God, that's a hell of an army. Alright, who wants to take the bridge? Good luck, Jean. You're unfortunately going to need it. Do I move in with Marin and bait all of those attacks? How many of these guys have ranged weapons? Okay, only one of them has a ranged weapon. The problem is this one down here who has a Rider's Bane. So I think I'm best just waiting and letting Jean bait them. Good. Oh, crap. I didn't see that she was in range of anyone back there. Okay, well, I guess Ivy's my juggernaut up north then. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. On that first, when I had Anna trapped, I could have gone for Great Sacrifice and healed her up to full. I didn't even think about that. Damn it. I really, really should have thought of that. It was foolish of me not to. Okay, Etier can snipe with the longbow. Oh my God, I hit the wrong freaking one. Marin, can you just take down that one, please? I am not performing well in this level. I have done absolutely terribly. Sure, Panette. Why not? You can kill that one in one turn. Alright, let's go for the Great Sacrifice. Ivy will at least survive till the next turn. And then I think this positioning stops anyone from being able to reach Cedal. Bulganon kills that one. Just keep drawing them in, Ivy. I trust in your ability to survive these attacks. Okay. Good. My performance on this level is terrible. I am apparently absolute crap when it comes to dealing with a level that's all about narrow paths and enemy flying units maneuvering around those lines. I had no bet I would be this terrible at it.
I will endure.
I don't think Ivy survives next turn either. Well, oh my god, I still have to get past this whole area too. I only have, this is terrible. Screw it. We'll pop on an auto battle and we'll see what happens. I may just have to redo this whole level. I just really hope that Ivy somehow survives next turn, but I don't think she's going to. Yeah. Actually, she might, since the chain attacks are over now. Oh my god, she does! She does! Ivy survives the turn! Oh my god. Okay, well, Ivy doesn't survive next turn. Crap.
Don't concern yourself.
This location makes it so the only unit that can reach me is the flyer. She would use the Levin sword. Wait, is Levin sword all she has? Oh my god, Ivy the tank might actually live yet another turn. I cannot believe that. Without the chain attack, this unit can't do damage to her. And the swordies can't reach her. They've only got the swords. Ivy's gonna live another turn. Somebody help my poor characters here. Oh. See, this is what happens when you start playing too long, that you start making misplays. So up here we've got a lot. Oof. We've got a lot of really tough fights ahead. Panette can kill one of them.
Yeah.
Etier can wait there.
I'm here, Divine One.
I think Tiki kills with claws. Okay. Seedol can dance on Clam. Marin can wait. Yep, what a surprise. Okay, so Ivy is alive. I can actually bring her down south and reunite her with the rest of the team. Moving in Jean one space. Jean has stupidly high defenses. But I wonder... No, we're just gonna put Jean right there for now. Okay, that thing can only hit her with its Levin sword. And Seedol can move back down here to regain Emblem energy. It was stupid enough to go for Corrin. Corrin and Etier. Look, you don't go for Etier. Okay? Just at all. She's ludicrously powerful. Oh. Oh, gods, yes. Oh. And that also replenishes Great Sacrifice as well. So I am back to having another Great Sacrifice. There is not crap that you people can do to Jean. I have been stacking this dude's stats since the game started. You got nothing. And as for Etier, well, we could go Killer Bow. You know what? Let's go Killer Bow. Let's see what happens. No crits. Surprising. Tiki, move up. Marin, move up. Let's actually engage for the anti-armor. Excellent. And I think, yep, all that leaves is Alear, Seadoll. Is Ivy carrying a mend? Yes, she is. Okay. All right. Oh my god, was it stupid enough to attack him with one of the weapons that doesn't go first? Were you stupid enough to attack Etier at all? Yeah, you're not getting past Jean. Would you please stop doing that? It literally is not affecting the battle in any way. It's actually kind of pathetic. Okay. Ivy survives. Ivy heals Seadoll. More importantly, Seadoll heals Ivy. Honestly, I may as well move up Jean and hit auto battle. Bad move. Okay. This is one of the harder levels I've had to do this whole game.
I hear you.
Ivy, wait till the purple. Seadoll will continue to heal her up. Soon I'll be free to move in with my aerial units again. Okay. I think it is time. Ooh, boy, no, that is a very bad spot. Alright.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Jean is going to need support. Okay. So, who's next to take on Jean? Okay. Jean might die. Yep, Jean dies.
It's a secret.
Ugh. That's a lot of freaking enemies in my way. Okay. Panette. You go with Tomahawk. It's at a disadvantage, but it'll be fine. We move a killer bow. Crit for 147. We engage. Because why the hell not? No, we really don't need to engage. I hate this level. At least Camilla only has a single extra life bar. And I am... And I am dealing with the second to last major enemy outpost right now. Not to mention Ivy is about to come back into action. Let's dance. So I've got, what, 7 units left to do the whole map with? They're so damn strong. Oh, God. Why are they so strong? Reinforcements from every possible angle. Etier, can you please eliminate this problem? Thank you. Okay, that kills. Good. Ivy... That does not aggro the swordsman. If this does take out this guy. Okay. Clan. 1 silver sword to kill the target. Move up. Oh, sure. Now it's perfectly passable floor. You know, just in time for it to be utterly irrelevant to my adventure. Okay. So there's 2 archers over there. This one's only got 11 swords, so he can't hurt Ivy even if he gets in range. These guys are jerks. Is she strong enough to just kill them with a mini bow? No, she isn't. Okay. Fine. I'll go with the killer bow again. Oh, 11 sword is at least some damage on you, I guess. Clan. Better off using Marin for this one. Alright, that doesn't kill, but I don't take any damage back. Clan kills with the javelin. Pennet moves up. Okay. Might as well keep Etier in the back, since I'm just gonna keep getting hounded by flying units from the rear. So I think we're going to have to drop Seadoll. It's that freaking archer. That's the real problem. And also this pack of units up there. Marin can probably soak some hits from here. We can use a bonded shield and put up Panette. No, I cannot risk putting Ivy in range of that God's forsaken archer. Clan. Alright, we got that flyer down. All that leaves is Seadoll. Physical attack 29, defense 22. Okay. Okay. Alright. We have drawn in the enemy. Okay. So, what's the range of motion on this one? So we'll get Etier just outside the area where it can move. Clan can reactivate Tiki. So my first priority is to take out this archer. This locks the rest of them into a choke point. Panette can still kill with her tomahawk. Good. Neither Bolganon nor Thoron. Okay. We'll just wait her back there. Dance on Clan. Clan's got Tiki up. Now defense 27, resistance 26. We can give a Divine Stone to Marin. Marin is my best tank when I don't have Tiki active. Alright, go ahead guys, move in, try to take down... Well, I was gonna say Marin, but apparently you decided that you would rather have Panette murder you than Marin. Honestly, I can't say I blame you all that much. Marin is quite terrifying. Oh my god. Really? Three new freaking Wolf Riders. Oh, you ass. Okay. Okay, fine. 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 This is how you want to play this? Then this is how we're going to play this. There we go. We're going to move in Marin. We're going to move in Tiki. Can you kill them with a mini bow? Yes, you can. Oh my god. Okay, I need to check Great Ether. Is defense and resistance +5 until the start of your next turn? So, we're doing that. Can you actually get away from all of their attacks? No, you can't. Does Silver Bow kill? Okay. All that leaves is Seadoll to engage and make the great sacrifice once more. I don't think they can kill Alear with her bonuses active. No damage. 6 damage. 26 damage. They might get Etier. No, okay, Etier lives, but Great Ether hits 2. Okay, that's 1 dead from Great Ether.
I'm starting to feel it.
Alear is trapped, but can kill both units with Torrential Roar. Or Etier's trapped, I mean. And then Alear is able to take you out with a Silver Sword, single hit, guaranteed kill. Alright. I saved my girls.
For the Divine Dragon.
Do you kill with Eternal Claw? Yes, you do. Good. Marin. Can you please kill with your Silver Axe? No, you cannot. But you can get damned close, and it's not like you're going to take any damage back, so that's okay.
I must not falter.
Don't worry, Seadoll. We're going to keep you going. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. I wanted Seadoll specifically to refresh his emblem energy. I may need another great sacrifice before this is over, just because of how badly I've played this level.
It was foretold.
Panette, move in. Yeah, no, you're not killing them. Those freaking Wolf Riders. What a shock. They have a shortcut to my front. Okay. Etier and Alear can finally move forward. Clan gets a guaranteed kill with a javelin at no risk. Marin can move in and bait. Well, first let's check out what we're up against. Okay, a Shielding Art, Physic Fortify, and a Spear user. Silver Axe is fine. Okay. Panette, you can move in. Seadoll, just wait another turn. Ivy, move in. Those two of them can't kill Marin. That's the important thing. Ah! Boss might, though. Okay. Hurricane Axe guaranteed drops her first life. I may have forgotten that it smashed. Seagull, I may need you again very, very shortly. Everyone else, just get real close. I want this battle over. If you get a follow-up attack from the Hurricane Axe, you will die. Okay. Very well.
I must focus.
The spear almost takes you down. I think I just have to risk more Hurricane Axes. Okay. Good. Panette from here with a tomahawk. That kills. Okay. I am just very glad that this nightmare is about to be over. Javelin. Good. I don't suppose you can kill her in one go. No, you can't. Okay, I figured. That's fine, because you do have a goddess dance. Panette, can you drop her with the tomahawk? Very, very nearly. Okay. Then we're going to Houses Unite while still holding the tomahawk. That's one target down. Marin is going to go to provide support. Bonded shield active. We kill that target. Etier's on her way. Fagado engages and engages Great Sacrifice once again. That really is just the stupidly easy way to power level a unit, isn't it? Alright. next turn this level ends. I am sick of it. This is the worst level I've done in this game. And to be fair, most of that was from my misplays. But you know what? I don't care that that's why. I just want this over. Clan, javelins, go. Okay.
I'm your knight to
Marin,
command.
Hurricane, put a stop to this. Thank the merciful gods. You're still alive. Why are you still alive? Finally, it's over. 21 turns. That sucked.
Is that enough, Camilla? Do we need to keep fighting?
No, I think you have proven yourself. It is clear your resolve is as strong as I'd hoped. I'll gladly join you. I look forward to fighting by your side.
Thank you.
Of course. I appreciate your sincerity.
Good.
You might actually succeed
God.
in shining a light through the darkness of this world.
Thankfully, I don't have to do it alone. With your help and all our friends and allies, I believe we can make it happen.
Quite true. It is difficult to achieve anything of consequence by oneself. I never could have hoped to defeat my father all on my own. Nor could I have imagined making peace with Hoshido. Thanks to Korin and all of our family and friends, we were able to change the world. I hope you will always cherish those closest to you.
I will. And I hope you'll continue to share your experiences during our time together.
Of course, sweet child. I would be delighted to do exactly that. Korin! Oh, Korin! I'm so happy you're well.
Camilla, it's so good to see you.
Such a good combination.
Having you with us is incredibly reassuring.
We finally get to be together again.
For good this time, I hope.
We'll make the most of it. Now, how shall we celebrate? Perhaps a dip in the hot springs?
Come on, Camilla. Emblems can't bathe.
No? Well, in that case, why don't you rest your head on my lap the way we used to?
I think we're a little old for
What
that.
the hell did I miss by not playing Fire Emblem
I do or
Fates?
not, I'll always be devoted to you, Korin.
It definitely sounds that way. Manipulate terrain, Dragon Vein, various treks, while clearing the same area of any flames or miasma. Bolt attack, strike foes. Yeah, I did notice her flying bonus. Okay. Oh, good. I have now officially played this game for more than 48 total hours. Hooray. Alright. We've got one more. One more of these divine
Well
paralogs to
done.
do today. Well done. From now on, I'm going to help take care of this ambitious bunch. Okay, bond fragments. You are a marmot. You shall now join my army of animals, and one day I shall field you on the field of pet battles, and you will bring me glorious victory. Such says the prophecy which I have just now invented to serve my own purposes. Aww. And a sweet back... How did someone just abandon a sweet black Brodian cat here in the sewers? What an ass. Whoop. And a rabbit. Okay. Let's do this last paralogue, and good God, I will pay a lot more attention this time. I also saw that Panette hit level 20. I really don't have a dedicated high-end spear user, but I do have a few axe users. Honestly, I would not mind at all Panette mastering the spear instead of the axe. Especially since, when all is said and done, I'm probably going to send Anna back to being a berserker. Okay. Oh, wow, that is a lot of bonds to get through. Screw them. We'll save them for the end of the episode, like usual.
Ike, would you mind a hands-on lesson?
I'm not much of a teacher, but I'll try. Be ready, though. I don't know how to hold back.
No, you really don't. Irvin. Okay. The Berserker's Hollow. God help us. Please let this not be terrible. The Brash General.
Look! There's another bracelet friend right over here.
You're right. Is this the bracelet of the Brash General?
Yes. I think the emblem is asleep, just as I was. Will you wake him up?
The words came to me
You
as soon as I
are
laid eyes
so
on it. Let's
British.
give it a try. Embolden us, emblem of strength.
Oh, hell yes. Now here's someone who looks like they can help.
Ah, what a refreshing rest. Hey there, I'm Hector. Was it you who woke me up?
Yes, it was. Greetings, Hector. I'm the Divine Dragon.
Good to meet you. Whew, sure is nice to move around again. You must have had a reason to come looking for me, though.
This world is engulfed in a terrible war. We're trying to put a stop to it. To that end, we were hoping you might lend us your strength.
Well, I've got a good feeling about you. Looks like you've got grit, just like he did.
May I ask who you're talking about?
My good friend Eliwood. In my world, he fought to bring us back from the brink of disaster, like you're doing. Our fight was against a rotten bunch called the Black Fang. They were a real handful. For Eliwood, Lynn, and me, and all our other friends, it was the fight of our lives.
They must have been glad to have someone like you on their side.
Ahem. Well, no need to butter me up. You need help, that's enough for me. But first, let's have ourselves a friendly little competition.
What do you mean?
It's been a while since I've seen any action. I want to get the measure of you in battle.
I understand. If that's what you want, then I'm ready to show you what I can do.
It's settled then.
Hector, I won my last battle when I was down to 7 units. What chance do you think you have if I actually go in with 12 and pay attention? Okay, now here's a map that's more like it. Alright, so we got 4 treasure chests laid across the map. We've got level 14 advanced. That's going to be a serious problem. I think my best hope is to send the force this way and down to the treasure. Then sweep up and around to get that treasure. Vents. These things are going to be dropping miasma, aren't they? Grab that one. And then cut down and across. I think that's going to be my best option. Are you freaking kidding me? I have to do this with 8? Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, Etier is in for sure. Marin is in for sure. Seadoll's in for sure. Ivy's in for sure. Which ones have my highest rating overall? Anna has an exceedingly high rating. Whoa! Okay, Hortensia's rating is 199. And Jean is way heavier in rating than Panette. Okay. Alright, I need to be really smart about this one. Ivy with Byleth, I think, has proven to be an effective combination. Etier's got a surprisingly low rating, and really I just think it's because her magic stat is 1. Like, even for... Okay. No thinking. I need to focus. Anna, you're a sweetheart as a bow knight, but it's just not what I need. I need you as a berserker. That's where you really showed off your power. And I trust in you. And screw worrying about optimizing getting supports and bonds. You're getting Tiki back.
Tiki! Leave it to me!
Okay. I feel like I'm going to be needing to clear miasma a lot. So...
Lady Camilla.
I guess Camilla's better for you. Hortensia, you can have Corin. Etier, yep, we're just gonna give you back Lynn. Alir. think the extra movement from Sigurd will serve you well. Seedal... You're definitely gonna be more of a backline fighter. No, we're gonna give you Sigurd so that you can maneuver more easily for... Okay. Yeah. Alir can have... Ike for the defense. Jean... I think it's going to benefit most from Celica. Okay. Alright, let's optimize, and we're going to use that as a starting point. We're actually going to go in and pay some damn attention on what we're doing here. You need an Armor Slayer. It's just that simple. Your magic stat is crap. You're not going to be using the Levin Sword. We're giving you an elixir. Okay, Atier is my only archer. So she's fine with that selection, honestly. Yeah, get rid of the steel bow, grab the radiant. Actually, we're gonna put a mini bow on you, so you have a range 1 option. Marin, I'm going to give you a silver lance, a silver axe, a spear, a hammer, and an elixir. Okay. Seedal, it legitimately does not matter what you have. What were these books that I got? Oh. That's a lot of freaking SP. So his main job is going to be to not take damage. Anna, you get a hammer, you get a tomahawk, you get a hurricane axe, and you get a silver axe. So that leaves Ivy, Jean, and Hortensia as my magic users. So the first thing all of them are going to get is a mend. I think giving a rewarp. No. Not a rewarp. I want rescue staves on Ivy and Hortensia. Jean can have an in-trap staff. That actually looks really useful. As well as a freeze one. We might be able to create some killing zones with that. Okay, and now for my attacks. We're going to put Bolganons onto... Okay, only she can use Bolganon. Neither of them can use Thoron or Excalibur either. So... L Thunder on you, L Fire on you. Since neither of them can have them, you can have Thoron and Excalibur. One L-Fire, one Elixir. So that leaves one slot for Jean. You can take an Elixir as well. And Seadoll, you can carry around some extra items to trade just in case, I guess. God, I can't believe I'm gonna have to do this crap with 8 units. Okay. Alright. I have given this the best possible chance I can offer to clear this level. Let's see what happens.
Let's get started. Come at me, and don't hold back!
So again, I am expecting the vents are going to put out miasma.
There appears to be a fog-like substance emanating from over there. Be on your guard.
Yes, I noticed. Okay. So that fog makes me nervous. Okay, we've got a silver axe and a silver axe up there.
No mistakes.
My defenses are high enough. I can plant ivy here and survive a turn. Anna and Tiki. We can finish off that one with a tomahawk.
Where to?
So you've got a vein of succor. Okay.
Pride.
Marin can move here.
Shall we dance?
Seadoll can keep Marin going. That'll bait a couple of you to move. No, I guess I want to move here then. Silver Axe still doesn't kill you, but it's the best option that I have.
Off I go.
Everyone else, I just want to stay out of danger? Ah, crap. There's a vent down there, too.
Here goes.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we have a lot of fracture staves on board. Yep, no surprise there. I need to be extra careful. I did not bring a Micaiah to this fight.
The fog. It seems to be poisonous.
Okay.
Be careful.
Alright, so it's poison then. How much can Dark Inferno actually do? Bulganon drops you. Anna moves up. Anna engages, that's plus 5 points to all her stats. Okay. Alright, that one actually survives. Hortensia drops this one with Hellfire. Good. Alir finishes off this one without any risk. Yep. Really? You hit me for 1 damage first? Oh, God. Now you're poisoned. I wish there was anything other than this tiny, tiny icon to indicate when a unit had some kind of an effect or poison on them. Jean. Heal up Etier. Marin. Marin kills with 1 hit from the axe. Okay.
Let the show begin.
We dance on Hortensia. And then Hortensia can drop a Thunder. It doesn't kill, but it puts it within kill range. Alright, so everyone should be drawn to Tiki now. She has a special weapon class, so no one's gonna break her unless they use a fracture staff. And that's 1 enemy dead. Keep coming, baddies. And that's 2 enemies dead. Excellent work. Okay, Wolf Rider. Alir can probably finish off this one. Yep, confirmed. So Alir can grab the chest next turn. Anna can move here and kill the Wolf Rider. Good. So what do we have up here? Alright, this one has no way of attacking, only breaking. And this one's running L-Fire, but not to a degree that is particularly troublesome. Potentia can go up the middle. Marin can take center. Seadoll, I want to specifically stay in back. Jean can heal Seadoll. And Etier can come up the back to render assistance. The corridors are looking pretty tight anyway. Okay, 5 damage on Marin. Alright, do I want to go there? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Alir gets the chest. Pure water. Etier crosses. Make sure I stay out of the vent's line of sight. Good. Sean can heal. Good.
How mysterious.
As I had hoped, having extra movement on Seadoll is absolutely perfect for organizing these dances. Hortensia! Can you take this one out? No, you cannot. But you can definitely get close. Ivy can take him out here without repercussion. Good. And who does that leave? Right, refreshed Marin, who can go here. Yep, you die to Tiki. The archer will not die to Tiki. Oh, no, that's not an archer, that's just a thief. Well, okay then. Alright, who is it that I'm getting in range of there, anyway? Okay, it's this guy with a radiant bow. So from this position, the only way he can hit her is with a bow. So if he starts moving up, he's not actually going to be much of a threat right now. The Lear needs to stay out of range. No, that doesn't really appeal to me. Hammer should take care of this. Good. Okay, Hortensia, move up. Ivy, move up. Jean, move up. Seadoll, move up and dance. Then Sigurd lets you move again, because Sigurd is freaking amazing. We can mend the 1 point of HP for Hortensia. Okay. And you're dead to Anna. Come one, come all, die to Anna the Magnificent. Okay. Bad luck for all you, isn't it? Well then. You longbow me, I'll longbow you right back. Alear, let's engage. And if they're stupid enough to come after me, we'll drop hammers on them. Anna and Tiki. Nope, you're armored. Wow, he actually hit me back. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest. Surely there's a more efficient way to kill you. Silver Axe. Alright, at least that means that you're not gonna go after Anna now. Jean can go after you. It's almost enough to kill. I think Hortensia can get in range to finish you. Okay. Steal the chest. 2,000 gold. Seadoll can grab Jean. Little bit of mending for Marin. I think Anna survives this turn. Yep. Bad play, man. Oof. Yeah, bad play from you two. Oh, right. They were in front of a vent. Okay.
Can't show weakness.
Now we retreat. Until we can regroup. So Seadoll can go to here. Okay. Good.
A slight setback.
Anna can pick up some more energy. Okay. We can move you... Actually, you're okay right where you are. Jean can move past all the vents. Hortensia... can move in to render assistance. Okay. It's gonna be rough for them down here. Alright, I don't think the other Wolf Rider can reach her. Okay. So I'm fine, although Alir did stand in the poison. Alright, well... Congratulations, Etier. You're healed.
Gotcha.
Go get him. Let's go for a killer bow. Well, I thought maybe I'd get lucky. Marin, honestly, the poison is a complete non-issue to me at this point. This whole map is going to be done in just a few turns.
I smell gold.
Move on up, Lady Anna. Move on up, Jean. Have a dance, Jean. And then... just keep on moving. Okay. Nope, Armor Slayer doesn't kill. Thunder hurts, but doesn't kill. Do you guys seriously just not move from that spot? It's pathetic. Come on, Ivy. We're gonna dance on you, too. Seadoll's not gonna have any problem catching up. Lady Anna. I look forward to pushing with you once again. Ivy. Alright! This map is going extremely well right now. Anna. Can you kill this thing in one hit for me? Yes, you can. Thank you. Hortensia, would you do the honors of getting rid of this other one for me, please? Close enough, but Jean can finish it off. This level is so much easier than the last one. Okay, how far can... Alright. Seagull can move all the way to here. We dance on Ivy. We move Seagull south. And we kill that unit with a forearm. So, we actually do have a fair bit of danger up ahead. So let's actually take the time and review what Hector can do to us. So Hector's got the Wolf Bale, which is good against armored and cavalry. Okay. The Rune Sword can strike close or at range and restores health. The Armads. Lightning Charged Axe grants defense +5. Okay. Let's review the skills. If unit's HP is 80% or more, and foe initiates combat, unit will always follow up if weapon allows. Okay. Heavy Attack. When making a physical attack, if an equipped weapon's weight exceeds unit's build, adds excess of damage with a max of +5. Ooh. That's a pretty cool one. Impenetrable. If foe initiates combat, grants defense resistance +30% during combat, and if you're armored, defense +50% instead of 30. Wow! And he is an armored class, so his defenses are going to be insane, and he has 2 life crystals. Anchor. Unit cannot be moved by skills or smash weapons. Grants immunity to break. Foe cannot follow up. Unit follows up. Lasts 1 turn. Okay. That is a hell of an effect. Etier, why don't you see what you can do? Thank you, Etier. We'll be ready to move in a turn or 2. I think I would still like Lady Anna in dragon mode to push. She has a movement of 5. So if I wanted her to move up to like here. Okay, so if I could get Lady Anna here and then move her up, it might take a Sea Doll dance to pull that off, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. My dear Lady Anna, my sweet murder child. Okay, Anna's up. So, I ideally want to avoid all of those areas. Okay. I think now is a good time to use Lyn as well. Astra Storm is not going to be doing much against Hector. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, but we can take out that unit. Jean, move in. Hortensia, move in. Marin, move in slightly further back. I do not want to get more units moving than I have to. Okay. Okay. We baited the men. So, Seadoll can move... How far? Seadoll can move as far as here. So then that's where I want to, set up my trap then. Okay, I think I need a Lear to take out this one. Good. Not the best level up I've seen. Alright, I want Jean to move here. Yes, okay. That's a good move. Okay. So, Seadoll can move all the way to here. Okay. So, Anna's going to move to here. Hortensia is going to move to here. Marin is going to move to here. Etier is going to move to here and take out this enemy. Good.
Yes.
Then we're going to Goddess Dance everyone into another action. Good. Anna is going to move in with her Eternal Claw equipped.
It's about time I got moving.
You know what, Hector? I think it is. Alright. So right now, no one else is within range except for Lady Anna. So she's going to bait all of that enemy movement. pull off whatever attacks you guys would like to, my friends. It will not make a difference in the end. Also, you're dead. Good. Good. Oh, you poor, foolish enemies. You moved into terrible positions. Hasn't anyone ever taught you how flame breath works? Oh, but I'm afraid we're not done yet. Lady Anna, if you wouldn't mind demonstrating again. I don't think they quite got the picture the first time. And that is how Lady Anna kills 3 units on her own turn. Absolutely beautiful. Now these two are running tomes, which are effective against flying. So I specifically do not want to bait them with my flyers. So, who has the best resistance of my non-flyers? Marin has very good resistance. Jean has very good resistance. Those units coming up from behind, I need to prepare to deal with. Ivy's got an Excalibur of her own. Hortensia can take the gold. And Alir can move up. Alright! God, I feel so much more in control of things in this level. Attacking Marin. Not a smart plan. Attacking Seagull. Actually a smarter plan. Except that all he managed to do was piss me off. Okay. Let's take him down. Excalibur, drop him. Etier, use your profound muscly power and snipe him straight out of the sky. Well done, Etier. So, hi, bad guys. Ooh, fire breath again? Yeah, why not? I know I can move up, Sea Doll. Dance time. And retreat. More fire breath. 2 more units killed. Anna's gonna get MVP on this level for sure. Okay. You, my slippery friend, look like the sort of person who's going to die to an Hellfire. Good. Oh, Jean. It's time. Actually, let's warp here. Warp Ragnarok. That's 1 life down. Your impenetrable power is no match for my army of child soldiers. Vein of Water will make it so that you'll have less avoidance on those spaces. A very impressive attack. That's fine. Okay. So, how are we doing this? Boy, that does not hit hard. Fire Breath is about the only thing I have that's actually going to hurt him off of Anna.
Is that a rare critter?
Hammer knocks out your life bar. Good. Okay, so who does that leave in range? Seadoll, you're just gonna grab the chest, which is an elixir. So it's up to Hortensia and Jean now. Hellfire kills. Hector has been added to the army. Whew, boy. I know this was a much longer episode, but I just wanted to knock out all this DLC in one go so I could get back to the main story. So, thank you for being patient with me on all that. As always, I will now
actually managed to beat me.
Finish up the level by doing the bonds and support conversations.
No doubt about it. One glimpse of your fighting spirit was more than enough.
And then you're probably going to get lines with Lynn after this, right?
You'd be fine even without my help, I'm sure.
No, we need all the strength we can get, and you've got plenty of it. I couldn't have gotten through your defenses without my allies at my side.
Treasure that feeling. I used to think I could protect everyone I cared about with nothing but my own strength. I couldn't have been more wrong. It was only with the help of trusted friends and allies that I survived the Black Fang.
Your friends must have been really good people.
Oh, the best. Talking about them fills me with pride, even now. I appreciate your determination and desire to forge ahead.
This is fun.
Does that mean you'll join us?
For as long as you need it, my axe is yours.
Thank you, Emblem Hector. I'm looking forward to letting you loose on the battlefield.
That's what I like to hear. Good match, Lynn. Can we talk for a second?
I was half expecting you to ask for a rematch. What's on your mind?
Just wanted to make sure you were all right. I got a little carried away in that last round.
Thanks for your concern. It was a heavy blow, but I'm fine. Actually, I'm really happy.
You're happy to get hit with an axe?
Not exactly. I'm reminded of all the time we spent together. You, me, and Elliewood. We trained hard and fought harder, but those days are full of happy memories for me. Seeing you fight with everything you had just now gives me that same feeling.
I understand completely. I'm more relaxed going into battle with you, because I know you'll always have my back. And because you're a cherished friend. I trust you with my life.
Good.
You know what?
I hope you'll let me protect that life now, instead of charging ahead by yourself.
This was a lot of fun.
Don't worry. I won't ever leave you behind.
Today was a good day to be a Nintendo boy, I guess. High defense, quick riposte. Wolf Bale. Impact resistance. Ugh. Hector is a very interesting emblem. a lot of these DLC emblems are definitely a higher skill level than Marth, you know, who was like, walk toward enemy, stab enemy repeatedly in face. I will bet that for someone who is actually good at Fire Emblem, playing this game on like maddening and classic mode, there are probably a dozen strategies with every emblem that I have never even been able to perceive.
Not bad.
Not bad. Seeing your skills up close inspires me to push myself a bit more, Lear. Well, thank you, but also, please refer to me as a god. After all, I'm a god. You know, no big deal, but you just know your place. And for God knows what reason, there's a dog living in this abandoned cavern. I don't make the rules. I just point out when they're absurd. Alright, I imagine we've got a lot of conversations to get through, so Marin and Lucina, C rank.
Lady Lucina, I understand you used to fight wearing a mask. I might try wearing one myself.
I only wore one to hide my identity.
Yeah, it didn't work very well.
A mask would look dashing on you, Marin.
Yeah, their whole plan was hide my identity so I can change the future. When inevitably their plan of changing the future required them to cooperate with people in the present, which probably requires taking a mask off. Seedal and Micaiah.
There is so much grace in the way you dance, Seedal. I could never move like that.
Please, allow me to teach you. One day you may want to dance with someone special.
Aw, that's sweet of you, Seedal. Ivy and Byleth, B rank.
However much thought I give my father now, no good can possibly come of it.
I disagree. It can help you come to terms with the loss, and you will always have his memory.
Spoken like a man who watched his father die. Hortensia and Corin, C rank.
Why does everyone who shows up here have to be so adorable? There's too much competition.
A good question,
We do have
Hortensia.
a good-looking army, don't we? I think it's lovely.
It's weird is what it is. Although, I will say, at least, unlike Three Houses, it's not implying that, like, on every battlefield, on top of our units, we're bringing, like, 500 other guys who just sort of stand around the battlefield doing things. Panette and Edelgard, B rank.
You come from a common background, correct? Is it difficult for you living among nobility?
It was at first. Grilling meat outside, camping for days at a time. 'Twas all very new to me.
I'm referring, of course, to the Gambit system in Three Houses. Whenever it would zoom into battle, on any unit with a Gambit equipped, you'd see that they had like a whole troop of units with them. So the implication seemed to be that rather than these being battles between just the units you were seeing, they were in fact each unit leading, you know, an officer leading a whole cadre of troops. Lear and Seedal, B rank. And then Three Hopes built on that by just having you kill thousands of people at a time.
Moon and stars above, cast your divine light and answer me.
Seedal? What is he trying to divine with such desperation?
I beg you to tell me, will this food offer the perfect fuel for my dance? I yearn for more than merely food. I crave the savory. Please, spirit of the cards. That was not the answer I wanted.
He's not acting like he did before. Not at all. Please, calm down, Seedal.
Divine One.
I don't know what this is about, but this isn't like you at all. Crave the savory?
Are you trying to tell me that eating this will provide the perfect fuel for my dance? It's dough fried in butter and then bathed in an oil sauce. And it's incredibly delicious.
Oh, I had one of those. It was delicious, all right. I think it'd be extra fuel for your dance.
Are you making that up?
Well?
Or just guessing? I'll need to consult the cards for the real answer.
I mean, I think I do know. You're doing all that dancing. It's got to be good fuel. And tasty, too.
You don't understand. A dancer of my caliber must be disciplined. On the battlefield, I must inspire all with my perfect dancing. So I must eat only perfect food. If I'm careless,
I do understand that you are a perfectionist.
Sidal, I'm
but
sorry.
It's okay, man.
I must retreat to the fortune shop.
You can relax
and to a meal that
a bit.
is not fried.
Alright, Alir and Yunaka, B rank.
What can this humble liar do for you, Divine One?
Humble liar.
I'd like to have a talk, that's all. I understand. And I'm prepared to accept whatever punishment you have in mind.
Yunaka,
No.
look, I know that you're an assassin,
wanted
but
you to know
do you
how
have
grateful
any
I am
idea
for
how
your
many
ways.
cold-blooded
Wait,
killers I have on my army
that's how
right
I feel.
now?
You fight hard
I
every
have
day to
turned
protect
John
our
and
allies.
Anna into
There's absolutely no
unstoppable
reason to
murder
punish you.
children.
In hindsight, I think the only reason you lied is that we don't know each other very well yet. So let's change that. Why don't you start by telling me something about yourself, Yunaka?
That's probably her least favorite
Way
subject.
to put me on the spot. If you don't want to, then I won't pry. Simple as that. Okay, before I joined up with you, I was sort of just wandering, looking for my place in the world. I'd left my old self behind me. Wanted to think I had, at least. You don't sound very fond of your old self. Oh, I like her well enough. Others, though, not so much. That's why she had to go. But I like who I am now. And honestly, I've been having so much fun since we met.
I mean, basically all you do is
I'm
just
glad to
hang
hear
out in the
that.
Somnia
Good
while
job,
the rest
Yunaka.
of us clear
I
missions.
think
So it
we
is
should do it again
probably very
sometime.
pleasant.
What do you say? You got yourself a deal.
Alright, we have Marin and Panette, A rank. This should be a good one.
The princess's singing advice proved a bit...
Yes.
challenging.
Indeed.
What shall
Marin,
become
take
of the
all that
racket
oomph and
of
hold it right
song?
under your belly button.
Mystifying. What is oomph, and how does one hold it?
The funny thing is, I kinda get it now. When I focus on the spot right below my navel, my singing voice does get steadier.
Though her counsel was nigh inscrutable, you followed it well. Commendable.
Thanks, Panette. And remind me, what was it the princess told you?
She said, you're at a wah wah wah. I need you at a D D D. I was dizzy with confusion.
Oh.
Dizzy, I say. But when I tried to put her
The-
advice into action, something unthinkable happened.
The wording of some of these
will
conversations
even
is
think
just
to call us the
tremendously
racket of song.
enjoyable.
Certainly not. All across the queendom, we will put smiles on faces.
Instead of holes in
The way
eardrums.
she said that
At this rate,
reminded me
we
a
will
lot
soon
of
be ready
Flame.
to put on a concert.
A concert, huh?
Our listeners will be so mesmerized that they'll call us the Sirens of Solm.
Ooh, that would be incredible. I want people to call me a siren.
Now I'm all a quiver. Let us resume practicing. Toot sweet.
I agree. We have to get Expecta Trifecta ready for showtime.
Yes, we'll combine our voices into an angelic harmony that does the boss proud.
That's cute. Alright, Ivy and... Ooh, Ivy and Hortensia, A rank. It is time once more for the sisters to converse.
Hey, Ivy?
Yes?
Do you think I could be like my mother someday? I mean, obviously I've got her looks already, but I'm not sure I have her other qualities.
You know, Hortensia, I think you do. You lost her when you were 7, correct?
Yes.
But you kept living in the castle, even without the benefit of her protection. You know what a viper's den of intrigue that place is. No ordinary child could survive it, but your charisma made that possible.
What are you getting at?
Your wit and charm won you allies in the court and a safe place in the castle. Sound familiar? You thrived in the academy as well. You even skipped enough grades to catch up to me. All that was done by virtue of your own merit.
You are very kind, Ivy.
You said you hoped you could become like your mother someday. But you already are. Your light shines on everyone you touch, just as hers did.
I can't believe that's how you see me. Thank you.
I should be thanking you. Your example has given me courage more times than I can count. Thank you for shining your light on me, Hortensia.
Aw, I'm gonna do all I can to live up to the image you have of me. It was so hard not to just despair and give up when we were separated. Father was gone.
I really thought when I first saw her that Hortensia was going to be absolutely insufferable.
From now on, we'll be together.
That better be a promise.
Instead, she's proven to be very pleasant and interesting.
We will never be separated again, I promise. I am blessed to have family like you, Hortensia. I will never willingly let that go.
Good. Me neither.
Alright, Ivy and Panette, C rank.
Did you need something from me, Panette?
Oh, no. Why do you ask?
You have been staring at me for some time.
Your cover's been blown!
Princess,
Get it!
You seem so, how to put this, composed.
Do I?
I say get it.
Seems like a rather ordinary level of composure
I think
to me.
I might have been trying to say get her.
But you are not bursting into
or
song
possibly
or
book
dancing
it.
to and fro.
Correct.
And then my brain spontaneously combined
do
two completely disparate
Nor
statements.
are you running around
into a
like a mad
nonsensical
wolf
one.
or cramming prime rib down your gullet. You are simply standing around. It was so odd, I could not help but stare.
Perhaps you are merely unaccustomed to the standard and expected conduct of royalty.
I have offended you, haven't I? My deepest apologies.
No need for that. I should not be looking for offense in others' customs. It's rather nice to speak with you, actually. My own retainers lack a certain femininity.
Really? I enjoy your company as well.
Good. Then if
Ivy.
it's all right with you, I'd like it
Who
very
did
much.
you
if
you
could be
had
friends.
Of course, Your
you had
Highness.
Zelkov
It would be
and
my
Kagetsu,
honor.
didn't you? Yes, I suppose those two do lack a certain femininity. And we have Jean and Linden, B rank.
Here we are, Jean. Your new classroom.
A meadow? Why are we here? I don't see anyone who could teach me anything.
Look harder then.
Where?
The flowers blooming all around us. They'll be your teachers for today.
You're kidding, right, sir?
Oh, not at all. I'm very serious. You've exhausted yourself, lad, both physically and mentally. Nothing you could read in a book right now will teach you as much as these flowers can. Humor me and take
Well
a seat at my
said,
side.
Linden.
Okay. If you say so.
Now lie back slowly and look up at the sky. Then take a long, deep breath.
Okay. Like that?
My goodness, do you hear that? The flowers are whispering to you.
They are? I don't hear anything.
Try relaxing your shoulders more and turning your ears toward them.
I still don't hear anything. They smell good, though. And there's a nice breeze in the air.
Is that so? Then maybe you should take it all in more fully.
I'll do just that.
Well done, Linden.
Asleep at last. And about time, too.
All right. So that was it for the paralogs I can access for now. I think that leaves 2 more to be unlocked in the future. I am truly shocked at how quickly Wave 2 of this expansion came. Wave 1 was available like release day, and here we are, 2 weeks later, and we've already gotten Wave 2. That is remarkable. And it looks like the 4th wave of the expansion content is actually going to be possibly a whole post-game, or at least a series of side stories. So, honestly, it should be very interesting, I think. I'm looking forward to it. But for right now, good God, it's been long enough. And I will see you all on the next one.